that exists. So.
Are you doing in science?
No.
What are you doing?
Just let us spit, yo.
Elevated he sat, propped up by the throne of prosperity as I effectively used the coarse brush to wipe up every speck of dust and dirt at the front of his shoes. My rhythm took him back to greater days. It mirrored the strokes of a Japanese warrior as he plunged into the womb of a Chinese nation, instantaneously merging their lineages, creating innocence and a dark land. The children of Nanking were never the same again. Freshly formed cells crushed minutes after conception, double homicide. The warrior's only task was his rid his world of lesser beings, just as I wiped off every trace of grime on the man's shoes. Then I continued, popping open a fresh tin of polish, allowing the aroma to fumigate our space, and the smell. The smell took him back to fresher places. It put him in the mind of a German doctor, systematically calculating the minimum amount of Zyklon B insecticide he would need to annihilate 200 Jews. No, it wasn't mass extermination. It was cleansing, and he could literally inhale molecules of gas mixed with particles of mother's brush tissues, and the smell. It smelled like magnolias in the summertime. The first time a father bathes his newborn son, it smelled like the polish that I put on the man's shoes. Then started to buff, and boy could I buff, feverishly moving my hand left and right, and the sound foretold the future. It sounded like the rubbing together of a Hutu's boy's jeans as he ran for his life. Got it. As he ran for his life, forgetting common human tendency, his only instinct was to survive. But that Tootsie's knife was as potent as bleach, seeping deep into his skin, effectively disinfecting the world of his filth. His last breath sounded like the wings of a morning dove. His last breath sounded like the wings of a morning dove, like the sound of love's first kiss. It was so it was so narcotic. I didn't see it coming, and I froze, paralyzed, because I realized that now his eyes and mine are together. His blue and my brown embraced, and I was almost certain that I would be beaten for it. But he didn't. Ironically, he just might have said, "It's okay, because sometimes you gotta get dirty just to get clean." And that's when I realized that he didn't complain when sweat extra crossed his forehead as he pulled down a rope and the body rose. He didn't even attempt to shield his crisp white shirt as blood splattered on it, creating a colorful catastrophe, and his shoes. His shoes became smothered in Mississippi red clay, but that is just a small price to pay for pureness. Just a small price to pay, and I could scrape away every trace of his ethnic cleansing and maybe his conscience. She's shining. Shining.
I see.